Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to talk about manifestation, specifically dropping the old story, you guys, with your SP and releasing that victim mindset, okay? That victim mentality, or even any sort of anger or resentment you have towards your SP. Now, I have been there. I understand what it's like to, really want to be with someone, but then also you're like, thinking back to the old story, you're kind of like, for lack of a better word, like, wavering. You're just like, I can't believe they did this, they did that, and you're really trying hard to drop the old story. Okay, so here is my solution if you're kind of in that mentality or headspace right now. So anything that your specific person did that is triggering you, that is bothering you, you need to revise that. I'm not even kidding when I say get down a piece of paper and write down everything that they did, okay, on the left side of it that, upset you, bothered you, or maybe you don't even like, for a lot of you are just like, I can't even like, I know I think about this all the time, but I don't want to write it. Just write like, a word related to that. Like, okay, you felt like you couldn't trust them. Because the truth is, you guys, it all stems back to you. It's not that they betrayed your trust. It's that, a part of you didn't trust them because a part of you didn't trust yourself that represents them, right? So, I mean, whatever it is that they did, okay, write that down on the left side, and then on the right side, write down how they're going to make that up to you. Write down, what they could do to make that up for you. Okay, I know for some of you guys, you're just like, you haven't like completely given up because you're just like, okay, they're not the worst. I've seen other people do worse. I have like, even experienced worse myself. Like, this wasn't really the worst. And if you're in that case, then, you should just keep going and manifest your specific person if you want. Okay, but I know for some people, you're just like, okay, this is just like irreconcilable, is that the word? Yeah, I just cannot get over this, and that's okay as well. I mean, at that point, it's up to you whether or not you want to keep manifesting. I would say just keep doing self-concept affirmations. Whatever you've been doing, keep doing that. Maybe just don't say your SP's name while doing affirmations, and something will definitely turn up. I know that sometimes I've manifested SPs and someone way better popped up, but I also have manifested specific SPs back to do exactly what I wanted them to, and they did make up for the things that they did that previously upset me or triggered me, and things were all fine. I was at peace. I didn't have any resentment, anger, and trust. When I say I have anger, okay, like I used to have a lot of anger, and it's like, if someone like me can let go of that, you can as well. And I used to get triggered a lot too, okay? Like I full-heartedly understand where a lot of you are at, because I know a lot of you are highly sensitive people, you're empaths, and a lot of the things, the way that you treat other people, you would never ever like you treat other people well, and sometimes when other people like don't treat you that well, you're just like, wow, I could never, like, and that's why you get more upset, because you're just like, wow, I would not have done that to this person. I can't believe they're doing that. But again, maybe for some of you guys, there's a plethora of reasons why things happen the way that it did. I know some people, just to kind of make themselves feel good, kind of get rid of the anger, they're just like, okay, this is my karma, whatever, maybe this needed this needed to happen for me to like release something within me, okay? Because that is why negative things happen, you guys. It's all about the fact that you need to release something within you, or you need to just aim bigger, you need to aim higher. So again, for whatever it is that your person did that triggered you, that upset you, write down what they're gonna do instead of that. So let's say, like, maybe you did a lot of nice things for them, okay, and they did match your energy a little bit, but it just, you didn't really feel spoiled the way that you spoiled them. You felt like you were doing more, you felt like you were giving more. So then just revise that by saying, no, my SP, not only do they match my energy, not only do they give me what I give them, they give me more. And don't be afraid to ask for more, okay? Like, I feel like for a lot of you guys, use the law to its fullest, okay? Stop playing it small, stop playing it safe, okay? If you want your SP to like spoil you to the end, you want them to literally worship the ground that you walk on, kiss your feet every day, you can do that, okay? I mean, like, literally, there's nothing that you can and shouldn't manifest other than like harming, yeah, no one, I've never come across anyone that wished anything like bad on anyone, but I have come across people that were just like, no, I want this man to spoil me, I want this woman to spoil me, I want this woman to make things up to me, okay? And there is nothing wrong with wanting that, especially if it's going to release your sort of resentment, help drop the old story. Because I know, like, I have experienced that. I have seen people experience that, where like someone was hurt by someone else, but they came back in and did the most, to the point where like that old story was completely dropped. They're just like, you know what, I'm not even that triggered by the old story anymore, because this person has done more than, their fair share. Like, they've like made things up to me. So I mean, you can even just affirm that, like, they have made things up to me, or just affirm for the end goal, like, we're in a happy, healthy relationship. We love each other so much. We trust each other so much. I am happy. I'm content in my relationship, because when you are happy and content in a relationship, you are not thinking of the past. You are not thinking of the negative things that your person did. You're just like, okay, what? You know what? That's the past. I'm gonna let go of that. Okay, and like something that, personally helps me feel better is like, I know that, I'm not a perfect human being. I know, like, that's not self-concept, but whatever. I know that I've hurt people. I made mistakes in the past, and I wouldn't want them to like hold a grudge against me, or like, resentment against me, especially when I've, done things to make things up, so like you kind of just have to, like, for the, you forgive and forget, forgive and forget your SP, or not forget your SP, but forget whatever it is that they did, or at least forgive. And forgive yourself for creating that situation. You guys, self-forgiveness goes a long way, okay? I know that, we can't like trace every single thought that we have, but we can trace dominant thoughts, and reality is just a reflection of that, okay? And if anything, if someone else did something to trigger you, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm so angry, I'm so mad at this person, I'm not saying be mad or angry at yourself, but just, the solution here is just forgive yourself. I forgive myself for creating that. I am going to create better for myself. I am going to ask for even more this time around, because you guys, that is how the universe works a lot of the times, okay? Sometimes when you don't get what you want, you get something better, and with your SP, like a better version of that, okay? It's not that or something better, it's that and something better. Not only are you gonna get what you want, but you're gonna get something even more, okay? You're gonna have your SP like be exactly the way you want them to be. And again, do not back down, do not shy down. Anything you want them to do, I mean anything, okay? They will do that. They have to conform. They have to show up the way that you're manifesting them to. Okay, and you do not stop until you get that verbatim, until they're reflecting back your affirmations to you verbatim, until you're in that happy, secure, peaceful, content relationship. That's why, I would even just say, just affirm that I'm in a happy, healthy, content, peaceful, secure relationship. And when you keep saying that, I feel secure and safe. I have stability. I feel at peace in my relationship. Because again, it all stems back to, you're not manipulating anything else or anyone else's energy. You're just stepping into the timeline where you are getting everything you want. And, that all starts by saying safety, security, stability affirmations. The reason why things happen the way that they did is because you didn't feel safe or secure or stable enough, or you just didn't ask for more because maybe your self-concept wasn't at that point where like it felt safe receiving that from your person, okay? So that's why you have to say, I feel safe receiving royalty treatment, okay? Let me say that again. I feel safe receiving royalty treatment. It is normal for me to receive royalty treatment, okay? And you guys, stop comparing your relationship to other people's. Maybe you're just like, oh, am I asking for too much? I feel bad, this, that. Stop playing little, you guys. If you're watching videos like this, you have been through enough. And it is your time to demand. It is your time to command the universe, aka your subconscious mind, for you to get everything that you want, for you to get literal royalty treatment. And I know, like most of you watching this, hopefully all of you watching this, again, you're not doing this to hurt anyone else, or like, it's not like you're doing this to belittle anyone. You're just doing this to give yourself treatment that you should have gotten in the first place. So there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like, again, if you feel weird asking for even what you're asking, that could mean that you're not worthy enough. And sometimes that stems back to guilt, like, oh, if this person gave me that much, I would feel guilty or something, because I notice people around me aren't doing that, this, that. You guys, you should be couple goals. You should be someone that other people look up to. They're just like, this is what I want, because I have seen couples, I've seen people, I've seen just millionaires, this, that, live their best life. And I realize, like, okay, this can happen for them, this can happen for me, okay? But like, some people are like the trendsetters, some people are the first to achieve something, and maybe it did feel a little bit uncomfortable at first, but then they eventually got used to it. And there's no like point feeling guilty for all the good things that you have and for all the good things that you desire, okay? Again, I feel like there's like that spectrum. Some of you guys could have seen it, like that shows like different frequencies of like different feelings, moods, emotions. And again, like frequencies in terms of law of assumptions are nothing but thoughts, right? But I think like the highest one was like enlightenment, but the lowest one was like guilt and shame. You guys, you got to release guilt and shame regarding like certain things, okay? Like even when it comes to money, like some people just do not pass a certain threshold, or do not end up making a certain amount of money because they have like some sort of like guilt associated with that. They're just like, oh, I would like, am I good enough? Or maybe for lack of a better word, like, you know, just like limiting beliefs. I don't know if guilt is the right word, but they're just like, oh, am I, like, is this enough? Like, you know, or like, is this too much? Like, you know, what if I, like, you know, they just don't feel safe having it for whatever different reasons. Like, oh, well, you know, people in my family never had this much. People around the world don't have this much. Why do I have this much? That's because they're operating from a scarcity or lack mindset, which, you know, some of you guys may be doing that without even realizing it. So if you see things in your reality that, you know, are not reflecting what you want, or not, you know, you're not feeling happy, you could be operating from a scarcity mindset. So you have to tell yourself, you guys, there's enough abundance to go around. Okay, when it comes to money, when it comes to love, you deserve to be abundant in love. You deserve to feel abundant in love. You deserve to have your person be attentive to every single thing that you do. You deserve to have loyalty. You deserve to have your person completely respect you. You deserve to have your person spoil you. You deserve to have your person just, you know, be there for you in the best way possible. You deserve to feel safe and secure in your relationship. You deserve to, like, you know, not check their, you know, social media every day to see what they're doing. You deserve to, like, you know, trust them so much that you don't need to do all that. You know, that's even something you should affirm. I trust my person so much, I don't need to check up on them. I don't need to creep on, you know, what they're doing, because the trust is there, you know. If you guys want your person to delete freaking social media for you, they will do that. I've seen people do that, like, you know, just from there, and like, it'll be their idea too. Like, you know, I actually know some people that have deleted their social medias because they're just like, this is getting in the way of my relationship, and I just don't want to do that. And they're, you know, together and in love, and, you know, there was no manipulation. It's not like the one person said, hey, delete your social media. Let's say, like, you know, you want your person to do something. Don't tell them that. Don't say, like, hey, I want you to delete this, and I want you to unfollow these people, or I want you to do this or that. You don't need to ever tell them that. They will, when you affirm, they will get the idea to do that. They'll be like, hey, I'm in a relationship, I don't need to be following these people. Hey, I'm in a relationship, I don't need to be acting like too friendly or flirtatious with these other people. I'm in a relationship, I need to cut off my, you know, ex. I need to cut off, you know, any sort, if you guys have like a third party or something, they'll cut them off. Like, never to be seen before. I've had that happen. I've had people, like, you know, completely disappear from my life. I have no, you know, reason to talk to them, you know. Whatever you guys, whatever it is that you want, you just need to affirm for it, and they will get the idea, like, it's their idea, and they will do that. They will reflect that back to you. And I've had people do this, you know. I was, you know, around people, and I would just, like, in my mind say, like, oh, they're gonna say this thing, and they ended up saying that thing. Or, like, you know, I would just, you know, be around people, and I'd be like, oh, wouldn't it be great if they did this? And they actually did that, you know, like, I got, like, you know, royalty treatment. So that's why, again, just say it's safe for me to receive royalty treatment. I always receive royalty treatment in relationships, in love, in career. Okay, I know I make a lot of SP based videos because I know that's, you know, what a lot of people, you know, watch this content for. But yeah, let me just go over these cards real quick. I hold the universe within me. I am a force of ever expanding love. I love this. Okay, so the key word here is expanding or expansion. I expand my wealth consciousness. I expand my, like, you know, love consciousness. You know, things are always growing and expanding. Actually, the universe is expanding, which is why your standards should be expanding as well, which is why you shouldn't play it small. I feel like a lot of you came across the law. A lot of you went through all the negative things that you did for you to want more out of life, you guys, okay? Yeah, this is what I was going to say before, but, like, you know, sometimes when people don't get the job that they want, you know, they'll get an even higher paying job. They'll earn even more. Okay. For me, you know, I never had, like, the best internship, and I ended up getting a 6-figure job right out of college. Even if you've never had, like, a good relationship, a trustworthy, like, you know, whatever relationship you had, or maybe you felt like you couldn't trust them, whatever, you were only in situationships, you will get to a point where you have that labeled official relationship with who you want. Okay. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. I think a lot of people, you know, don't get their manifestations because they take the 3D that they're seeing right now as the end goal. They're just like, oh, this just didn't happen. It's not that it didn't happen. It's that things are still moving behind the scenes. Things are still in play. There's a bigger play going on, but you need to, like, you know, be loyal to the end goal. You need to be committed to the end goal so you get what you want. Okay. And I would say don't interfere with the middle, but if, like, there's certain things that, like, you know, you want to happen, like, let's say you're trying to manifest your specific person back, but you don't want them to be with a 3P, then you say self-concept affirmations like, no one compares to me, I'm irreplaceable, you know? Or, like, just, you know, just say, like, yeah, no, I'm the only person they've ever been with since they met me. I'm the only person that they want to be with. I'm the only one. I'm the only and best option, okay? Yeah, we also got Akilanda, the goddess of never not broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I only choose to become more love. Everything that is happening, guys, is happening for you to get what you want. It is happening for some sort of liberation that needs to happen within you. You need to be liberated from the old story, from the past, from the old thoughts, from the old version of your SP. I don't even know what I'm going to label this video. It might be something like, oh, if you're feeling triggered about your SP, or if you're having a hard time dropping the old story, do this. Because, like, you know, that is what you should do, you guys. Like, you need to, like, you know, realize that, like, if you've only been fed breadcrumbs, that doesn't mean that's going to be the case for the rest of your life. I mean, there's so many rags to riches stories. There's so many, like, you know, situationships to, like, relationship stories, and, like, you know, they're better than ever before, and, like, they don't even remember the past, you know. I feel like if you're going through it right now, it's all going to be part of the distant past, but you need to not give up on yourself. You need to keep going, okay? You need to not take everything as the end all be all. And if something happens in the middle that you don't like, just revise it. I promise you, you will step into a timeline where that thing didn't happen. If, you know, you're a person just like, oh yeah, you know, I was dating this 3P. No, they didn't. You're the only person that they've dated. And then, like, it'll be like that 3P never even happened, or you just won't get that triggered, or you'll get, you know, you'll be neutralized when you think of that, okay? So anyways, I will end the reading right here. I do want to let you know there is a self-concept challenge going on my Patreon, and a science challenge as well, where we get together as a group and collectively manifest for each other, thus amplifying and accelerating our individual manifestations. And I also do in-depth tarot readings, as well as manifestation coaching, and also custom make Subliminal. So if you're interested in any of these services, check out the description box below, where you will sign up, or where you will find my website. You can sign up for that through my website. And yeah, I will end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light.